Hi everyone, so here's another video to show you how to make a line graph in Excel. Again, this is a review of what we did together, so we're going to use the same data set that's available on the CREST website, but this time we're going to look at how to make a line graph. So looking at this data, we can see that it, has changed over time, right? That's the key signal that this is appropriate for a line graph. So we're going to go ahead and highlight everything, including the labels. We're going to insert. I like to do scatter, and we'll connect it with lines. So we'll see a chart pop up that looks like something like this, and I'm just going to scoot it back over closer to the beginning of the Excel screen. Okay, so spot checking, we see change over time, years are on the bottom, we have something on our y-axis that hopefully is oil consumption. We don't even have any chart title for this. So let's start with that. So again, to add the chart title, double click on it, and you can just type in whatever you would like. So we'll have oil consumption. Okay, and just like before, we're going to go ahead and label the axes. So when you click on the chart, you should see that the chart menus design and format pop up. If you select design, you'll see add chart element. So we'll do the same thing we did before with bar graphs. We'll add a horizontal axis label, and again, you can format it however you would like, just like using Word. We'll call it year, and we'll also add a vertical title. Oil and metric tons, and we'll format it so we can see it. Okay. You can also change the size of your chart. So if you felt like this chart just seems cramped, you can drag and drop and create a larger just area for the chart so you can see a little bit more detail. Like before, we can add labels. So select, you want to go ahead and select one of the line graph, one of the data series. You can add a chart element. You can add a data label. And we can see just from previewing it that would not be very helpful here. What you can do is if you want to draw attention to a particular year, let's say 2000, select just that data point, add chart element, and you'll add what's called a data callout. So you'll just put the data for that particular place. Okay, and what you'll see is you'll see essentially the X and Y coordinate. You'll see 2000, the X coordinate, and then the oil consumption for 2000 in the US. So that's called a data callout, and that will give you just data for one particular point. And this can be formatted as well. If it's not helpful to include the 2000, you can go ahead and delete that and just keep the Y value. Also, if you like to change the scale of the y-axis, you can do that the same way we did before. Select it, right-click, format axes, and we can see here that the units perhaps need to be bigger. We can see something like that. That's not very useful. You can make them much smaller. Again, not terribly useful. So we'll just go ahead and reset it. If you'd like the years perhaps to go by tens instead of fives, you can do that as well. So you select it, right click, format access, and we'll see here that the units go by 5 years. Perhaps we would like them to go by 10. And you can see that it will change your scale. Right, so that's it for line graphs. If you have any questions, feel free to give me an email or a call. Otherwise, we will see you at CREST next month. Thank you.